ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo and today we're back with more videos. I mean, come on, we had a double upload yesterday. We're going to have a double upload today, maybe even a triple upload. But starting off today with the full 1-2-1-2 custom tactics that I have been using the last couple of days. Well, 2 days officially, but trust me, this tactic is incredible. Anyways, before we get into it, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video and leave down in the comment section once you use this tactic what you think of it and what do you want to see next. So don't forget also to put on the notification bell to stay tuned for new videos every single day. Anyways, like always, sit back, relax and enjoy. Alright, so looking at this beautiful team, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to get different players right now that are even more expensive than the team I already have. So I'm not using Koke, I'm not using Modric, for example, but I will be using Kylian Mbappe, and I'm likely going to be using a cam that, well, could be similar to Kaká. I'm planning to get Okocha. So that's out of the way. Then looking at this team, it's a very solid team, and I'm going to start off by explaining what you should be looking for in your squad. You want to have obviously 2 strikers that are very pacey and usually have a decent weak foot and good skill moves, because like I said in previous video yesterday, you always want to be able to perform the skill move even though you might not, just to have that extra threat to your opponent. So Mbappe, great example, but Vini, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, insane. So these are my 2 strikers, Vini and Mbappe, in this formation. Obviously lower tier budget, you might be looking at like Malen or Danjuma, or even Correa from Atletico Madrid with Carrasco, for example, as the front 2, because they both have 4-star, 4-star. Anyway, then Valverde. Great center mid, like he's insane. I'm switching him in game to the center mid position, you'll see that, because he's just box to box, he can do literally everything, and his shot is fairly decent, and like I said in previous video as well, anyone can score goals right now, because shooting is really easy and finishing is really good. The goalkeepers aren't that great. Kaká, he is going to be the playmaker. Also, you want to be looking at players with decent skill moves and weak foot, so at least 4-star, 4-star, maybe even 5-star weak foot could be more important as well. So maybe you're looking at like a Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne, somebody like that for a higher tier budget, but also low tier budget. A Zaniolo might do well, but you're looking at decent dribbling as well, so just keep that in mind. And Kunku could be a very good cam, for example. Modric, he's going to be that also box to box center mid, very decent, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. You want to be looking for the same kind of stats like a Modric here. Then Koke, he's going to be the CDM in this team. Like I said, I put him in just to have a decent squad there, but I won't be using him. I'd be looking at players like Llorente, Valverde, maybe even Tonali as your CDM. But always look for CDMs that are maybe a bit more tall, have like 80 pace, 80 physical, and obviously skill moves and weak foot would be a bonus, but not the most important. You want to be looking at rock solid CDMs in this formation. Then fullbacks, these need to just be pacey and also be able to attack. I'll show you why. Mandy, obviously with a 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, really is able to attack, has decent passing, decent dribbling. And obviously the center backs, yeah, I'm using Militao and Koundé. They just need to be fast, they need to be good defending, good at defending, and physical is always nice to have, obviously. But I'm using Marcos Llorente as my right back. He doesn't have the best skill moves, but he has a really good weak foot and just very good stats going overall, because he can do literally everything. Defending, going forward, he's pacey, he's physical, he has decent passing. He is really a hidden gem and might be one of the best right backs in the game right now. Then Courtois, he's gonna be my GK. So, the tactic. And this one is going to be very easy to explain. Defensive style, balanced. Always keep it on balance when you start off the game, in my opinion. Drop back, I don't recommend as of now. I haven't tested it personally to an extent that I can say it's bad or not. I will let you know once I figure that out. But for now, just use balance on a 4-1-2-1-2. The width, 4-1-2-1-2 is a pretty narrow formation itself. I'd like to keep my defensive line a bit more spread out then, because if people play down the wing, they do break out too easily. So you want to spread your midfield a bit more wider, and your fullbacks as well, to just not give up too much space there. 70 depth. This one is probably the most important. 70 depth was really good in FIFA 21, and it looks to be back. I'm going to explain you why, because I feel like through balls are really, really good this year, as of now actually. So if you manage to press up high, I feel like you can easily pressure your opponents into not having the space and time to play these through balls. And also you can counter this by maybe putting a really low depth, so your players will be sitting in your box and you won't even have space in behind for your opponent to play through balls in. But I recommend you using 70 depth right now, especially with this formation. The balanced and direct passing is back from last year. It's really good. You can use fast build-up, but I'm going to show you this one is just a basic formation of the 4-1-2-1-2, which still plays out great in my opinion. Like, it's really strong. And the width I put on 35, because you want to play that kind of tiki-taka between the front three. You want to keep it narrow. You want to keep bursting at your opponent. And trust me, with through balls this works very well, because this is how you set up their formation. I'd have two strikers. I have put Vinicius as a right striker because he has lower finishing than Mbappe, for example. Your cam, well, like I said, needs to be very good, with weak foot and skill moves as well. Then box to box, center mids, right and left, and then just a CDM. It's pretty self-explanatory, left back, right back. The instructions are most important. You want to have both of these players on get in behind. If you are very good with player triggering, you can put them on mixed as well. Player triggering you can do with L1 and R1, triggering manual runs, even creative runs. We'll have tutorials on that coming up soon as well. Kaka on stay forward, very important for the cam. You want to have that front three sitting on the top of the halfway line for counter attacks when you're defending. Because you'll have Modric or Valverde, it doesn't matter if it's a right or left center mid, one of them has to be on stay back while attacking. Why? Because else I feel like you're too vulnerable on counter attacks, and having one balanced center mid is really helpful in attack if you can't counter attack too quick, because your opponent might be covering the through balls very well. So I'd suggest you playing Valverde in this case in my team on balance. Always look for the player that's better going forward than the other one and has more pace. The balanced midfielder you want to have at least 80 pace on. The central defensive midfielder should be on stay back while attacking and cover center. I forgot to say that these you can also put on cover wing, the left and right center mid. If you feel like your opponent is playing a similar formation like you can put them on cover center. But if they're playing with wingers, I definitely recommend you using cover wing. And then for the fullbacks, you put stay back while attacking. We're not going all out with this formation as of yet. It's not too overly attacking, but you put overlap on. And you'll see when you play this game with this formation that the fullbacks do actually tend to overlap quite a bit still. But the timing seems just perfect. It's not to an extent that they just keep running. No, whenever the time is right, they overlap, and it's really good. But then that's the basic formation. It's really good. Try it out. But I've also got something extra for you. If you're put under pressure, and you can even try this from start, but I won't recommend you playing it for the 90 minutes unless you think you can get fast rage quit. You put press after possession loss. Dribbling is quite difficult in FIFA 23. People are getting used to it. And yeah, pressure is really good still. So you can try this out with 40 width, because you want to keep the team as tight as possible into putting press. 70 depth again, fast build up, direct passing, and 40 width. Same kind of setup for the team, but you also want to put get in behind on the strikes with stay forward as well, because this one is more meant to be when you're down, for example. But you, like I said, you can try it and starting this formation. And then I'd recommend you putting both central midfielders on balance, because they have to put pressure as well. So you don't want them sitting back. When you do lose possession, you want them to be right in front of the opponent. But you do want to have these guys at least defending, because I recommend you putting the backs on the full backs on balanced as well. Anyways, test this formation out. Let me know what you think. No gameplay as of yet, but we'll be coming soon with a gameplay tutorial. Even today, the new skill moves. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Check you guys later. Ciao, ciao.